Jeff, it was pandemonium inside the stadium. It remains pandemonium outside the stadium. Just an utterly unbelievable scene, as witnessed all evening long. A scene that was wrought with disbelief, given the fact that this game seemed so out of control during the first 8.5 innings of the game. We shot some pictures inside the ballpark, which we want to show you. The spirits stayed high inside and outside the stadium. These are the reactions of some people reacting to Sid Bream's winning run. These are the folks that we saw early on in the game. They beat the drum through 9 innings outside. Inside, this was the 6th inning. The Braves batting. They had the bases loaded with no out. They're on their feet chanting, shouting, chopping, but on the field in the 6th inning, the Braves' best hope, or what appeared to be their best hope for a big inning, died ingloriously. The only people cheering after that were these folks in the Pirates section, and it appeared that the Braves' swan song was at hand. That was until the decisive 9th. These folks are watching the game-winning hit by Francisco Cabrera. They see the game-winning run scored by Sid Bream. The stadium goes into pandemonium, and the fans are just simply disbelieving. Can you believe it?
I don't believe it. Nobody believes it. We thought it was over. I can't believe it. I knew it. I knew it the whole time. We are awesome. Go Braves. We're going to win it all. Go Braves.
It was just staggeringly unbelievable inside there. At the time when that game-winning hit was had, there was so much doubt because they had gone through the 6th inning and had managed not to score. The game was on the line. There were 2 outs in the 9th inning at that time, and the fans, as you saw, were biting their nails, just primed for not only the best, but they were fully expecting the worst, and were very obviously thankful when the worst didn't happen. Let's go back now to Jeff Hollinger inside the stadium at the Braves locker room. Jeff?
Okay, Doug, Terry Pendleton is taking care of his family. He's got them out of the crush in here, the crush of beverages, which seems to be drowning all of us. I think we're going to move in a little bit here on Terry. Terry, we are live.
You know, to me, you know, they're great fans, and I think some of them want to beat the traffic home, but I think some of them are pissed off they left, too.
You know what, Terry, the story of this club all year, from the time that I was in West Palm in February, was the fact that you guys always seemed to be able to get what you needed to get, not only in spring training, but you got it in May, and it seemed to be the real story of this club all year.
Well, I'll tell you, Jeff, you know, we battle. You know, we battle. When people thought we were down, we battled. Tonight, people thought we were down, and I'm quite sure there are a lot of our fans that thought it was over because, as you said, we saw some of them leaving. But I think the biggest thing for us is this team had heart, character, and we had every guy, 25 guys plus a couple that aren't on the roster that stayed here to help us. Everybody between them and the coaches and the staff and the people upstairs, everybody felt we could win tonight, and that's the reason why we did what we did tonight.
Really a story of courage.
Well, I tell you, we've shown that. I mean, we just continue to battle. Doug Drabeck pitched a heck of a game. You know, if I'm sitting on the side, I hate to see a guy like that. If I'm watching baseball, I hate to see a guy like that lose a ball game. I hate to see Pittsburgh team lose a ball game like that, because those guys battled for 3 straight years to get to this point, and for it to happen this way to them is definitely hard on them and sad. But from a better standpoint, the state of Georgia is smiling right now.
Getting back to the World Series is sweet.
There's no doubt. You know, I got a lot of pressure on me right now, though, because I told my teammates in here if they get me to the World Series, I'd make sure we brought that big trophy home. So there's going to be some guys looking at me come Saturday, believe me.
Terry, congratulations. Thanks for chatting with us. We appreciate it. Let's see if we can talk with Jeff Blauser. Jeffrey, we are live on Channel 5 right now. Congratulations on what has been a... It means you can't swear, you can't be mean to me, you can't cut off the tassels on my shoes or any of that.
Okay. Now I won't even talk about your wig that you're wearing tonight.
It's only a hair weave.
Okay. Hair club for men, right?
Yeah, hair club for men, exactly. There were the doubters in the stadium tonight, particularly when you weren't able to hit Drabeck tonight. I know that when you doubled out there in that inning where Mark Lemke is on base, 3 feet either way, and a couple of runs would have come in.
Yeah, it's one of those situations. First of all, I don't know why he was playing in on the grass in that situation with nobody out. I'm not going to be bunting the ball in that right there, but you know, he elected to play there, and what did I do? I hit it right at him. I didn't see the guy standing over there. I thought they made a new rule that they didn't have to have a third baseman out there.
I talked with Terry Pendleton a moment about this, but this club always seems to get what it needs, no matter how difficult the circumstances, and it gets very difficult at times.
Yeah, it's not a situation you want to be in. I think they've shut us down the last 3 ball games, actually, and I think we're kind of disappointed in ourselves about that. But you can't say enough about, first of all, the 9th inning, and second of all, that error that kind of let us in the back door. And you know, Frankie did a heck of a job. He hasn't had a chance to hit a whole lot, haven't played a whole lot, and that's he's got the world of the weight of the whole season on his shoulders. So,
you know, Jeff, 40 minutes ago, somebody would have told you would be in this locker room in this kind of circumstance. I don't think anybody would have believed it.
I tend to agree with you. There's probably about 45,000 other people out there that wouldn't have believed it either. And I know somebody said that the fat lady hasn't been singing yet, but she was on her car driving around the perimeter, and I'm sure that's the way a lot of other people felt.
Jeff, congratulations on a great season, and your hair weave's looking pretty nasty itself.
You see any, what are they called, plugs in there?
All right. Charlie Lee Brandt, let's get you in the act here, taking care of Mike Stanton. You know, Stanton has been dishing it out a lot tonight.
Well, he deserves it. He's a good target. Now he's one of my buddies. We're buddies out in the bullpen. We sit together, and he tells me how to act.
Charlie, is this the biggest comeback that you have seen from a club this late?
I don't see how it possibly get any more exciting than that, Jeff. You know, 2 outs down to our last swing to put it away. It looks like we're going home, but Frankie Cabrera, what a big hit. Unbelievable way to end a ball game. The fans were just going crazy, spurring us on, getting us that extra effort, and Frankie was able to come through for us.
What a great season you had. A tremendous season, 15 wins, effective in the postseason as well.
It's nice to pitch well. It's nice to contribute, and hopefully I can contribute a little bit more in the World Series.
Charlie, thanks a lot. Congratulations on a terrific season. All right, let's drift back to, I'll tell you what, let's move in on Sid Bream right now. Let's make our way over to Sid Bream. We're not that far away here. You can see a number of reporters with Sid as we'll try and get in on this.
Could have hit a little soft.
All right, let me move over here.
I could have had a little bit better time of it, but I mean, he hit a bullet, and you know, that was the way, you know, it ended up.
Sid, you always have hope in a situation like that. But when in the inning did you think we're going to do it here?
I tell you what, I mean, it was even when we had bases loaded and Ronnie was up to the plate, and then he hit that long fly ball. I mean, there was still, we scored the 1 run, but there was still some doubt whether or not they were going to get out of that thing.
Sid, in my ear right now, I can hear the crowd outside chanting, "Sid, Sid, Sid." How special that has to be for you as you're in the middle of all of this bedlam.
Well, I mean, I tell you what, the people here have been super to me. And, you know, I can't say enough for these people, and I appreciate the warmth and hospitality they've given me. I'm glad I was able to score and take them the whole way.
What a thrill it has to be. Your father, Sylvester, has been able to attend all of these games. And baseball is about father and son relationships. When I see your father and when I see you, I think about my own relationship with my dad and how special baseball played into that. I know there are a lot of people right now that are thinking about that as well.
My dad had the opportunity to play Major League Baseball and wasn't able to do it because of some religious convictions and also because of a bad knee. And I know that he's playing a lot of his Major League performances through me, and I'm just thankful that I've been able to make him proud and going from there.
Sid, congratulations. Thanks for chatting with us live. How about a shot right here of Otis Nixon? Hey, Otis, we're live on Channel 5. Congratulations on a terrific season and a terrific postgame.
I can sum it up in one way. They talking about last year was a miracle season. That's a miracle win. I think that's a gift from God upstairs. But one thing I got to say is that I tip my hat to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Those guys could have let down. They could have folded. They could have did a lot of things. They came right back at us and played hard baseball. This is what it's all about. It don't get no better.
Behind your back right now is a guy who may be trying to stab your back.
Avery, what are you trying to do back here?
I'm just telling the world how much I hate you, man.
All right, Otis, thanks a lot. Let's talk with Ron Gant. Ron, we are live on Channel 5. What a moment. What a game.
Unbelievable.
What an NLCS this was.
I've never been a part of something that went from down here to up here so quick. I mean, I was hyperventilating. Whoa! I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I mean, it's unbelievable. Like Otis said just a second ago, you got to take your hat off to the Pittsburgh Pirates and Doug Drayback. He reached down. You know, we beat him twice before, and he reached down and he pitched a great ball game. He deserved to win, but I'm just glad we did.
The thought of this celebration going on 40 minutes ago, it was almost unthinkable.
I've never even dreamed of anything like this. I mean, I guess if we win the World Series or when we win the World Series, it will be better than this. But right now, I can't imagine anything being better.
Congratulations, Ron Gant. Good luck in the World Series. Hey, we are live, John Smoltz. You said you wanted the ball in your hands. You got it tonight, and you gave this club a chance to win. You can't ask for any more than that.
No, I can't. This meant a lot for a lot of reasons. This meant a lot for Steve Avery and Tom Glavine. They had a little rough start. It's forgotten. It's gone. Nobody cares what they did. We won. We're going to the World Series. It meant a lot for me personally and Bobby Cox for giving me the chance to go 3 games. And I tip my hat to Pittsburgh, and here comes some beer. Look out. And Doug Drayback did a fantastic job.
Yeah, were you beginning to wonder if you were going to get any run support at all tonight?
Well, my main concern was earlier in the game, David told me, hey, just keep it 3 and under and we're going to win. And I believed him, and I honestly believed in this team to score 3 runs. And I just told myself, don't make any more mistakes, keep it right there, and force myself to come out because of the bat.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the World Series briefly, going up to Canada to take on the Toronto Blue Jays. What do you know about that club? Anything?
All I know is some of the guys that used to be over here with Carter and Alomar, and I know they got a great team. I respect them a lot, and it's going to be a great series. There's 2 teams that are hungry for a World Series, and I think it's going to be great.
John, congratulations. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. David, we're live on Channel 5. Come on back. Come on back. David Justice already on his way, trying to get some water, perhaps looking for his next victim. I'll tell you what, why don't we do this? We will wait on Justice. Let's see what he's doing. Is he? No, he's in there getting some water. Look out. There is big trouble here in the clubhouse. Hang on here. It's gotten ugly. It's gotten ugly. David, are you guys dancing or what's going on here?
We're dancing right now.
What's the name of the tune? Cheek to Cheek?
Yeah. It's called Cheek to Cheek. No,
Okay. All right, there's Bobby Cox. Let's see if we can get Bobby to speak for a moment. Bobby, we are live here on Channel 5. Want to make sure that we have the opportunity to talk to you and congratulate you on what was a remarkable game, an unforgettable baseball game tonight during the regular season, let alone in the NLCS. I mean, it's incredible.
Well, it was a great ball game, and, it won't be forgotten for a long time, I don't think. It's the most exciting game you could ever play, and Game 7 of a playoff situation, and Pittsburgh played so good, and Drayback pitched so well, and they dodged a few bullets early with the bases loaded and 2-line drives, and finally we got them loaded again, and then they just didn't dodge it that time.
Is this the most unforgettable moment of your career?
Well, I can't think of anything better. I can remember Justice hitting a home run last year to win us a big game, trying to catch the Dodgers, and also Cabrera off Dibble. But this one will be remembered a long time.
And it's also special, the opportunity to go to Toronto. You and Jimmy Williams both managed up there. Yeah. You have a lot of friends, and the chance to get back there has to make this even more meaningful.
Well, it's going to be an awful lot of fun. Just being back in the World Series is great, and the opportunity to go back and have it in Toronto with a lot of people that I know up there, great organization, Cito. It's happy for them today to win it. I love Oakland, love Tony, but they've been knocking at the door for a long time, and they deserved it.
Bobby Cox, congratulations on a great season.
Thanks, Jeff.
And a great game. You bet. All right, let's drift back to Bill Hartman, who is, hang on, can we hang on 1 second? John Sherholtz, we're live on Channel 5. Is this better than last year? That's the first time I've asked this question, but you know what? As a general manager, you have to sort of define victories and special moments by their magnitude. Do that for us.
Well, the magnitude of this moment is unmatched for me. It's the most dramatic, thrilling baseball victory I've ever been associated with in my entire baseball career. I've been in many, I've seen a lot of exciting endings, but none as dramatic and as thrilling as this. These guys are a bunch of hard fighters. We were just about counted out when we were down with no runs against Drayback going into the 9th. They're just a great bunch of guys with an awful lot of heart.
For one brief, horrible moment, did you think that this game was over?
I did, but thankfully it wasn't, and we showed what we're made of and responded and won this thing, and now we're National League champions again.
Congratulations, John Sherholtz. Good luck in the World Series. All right, let's go back to Bill Hartman, who is outside the stadium. Bill?
All right.